You know, it's interesting about flat earthers. I work with Dr. Drew, obviously very good friends with Dr. Drew, and I mean, flat earthers drive him nuts. They piss him off. They drive him nuts.
Okay. I love this guy. He doesn't drive me nuts.
I'm not bothered by flat earth.
I'm not bothered. I love this guy. He's probably one of the
most talented, smartest people I know, yet he doesn't believe in the globe.
We can have 10 episodes on flat earth.
It's not the actual subject, flat earth, or
there weren't any Jews in either one of the Twin Towers that came down, or...
You know, these kind of...
weren't?
I've never heard that one.
I never heard that.
You never
Is that
heard
why
that
they...
No. Look, there are many theories about, like, no Jews being in that building on 9/11. The late, great Ed Asner thinks those two buildings were taken down by the U.S. government. Absolutely. And there's many people.
Jeremy, do you think that?
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
so
I didn't know those were just synonymous.
Jeremy, you're making my point. What is the Earth being flat have to do with no Jews in either one of the towers on 9/11 and our own federal government being responsible for wiring those buildings to take them down to the ground? The commonality between the conspiracy theorists is a sort of distrust and a hatred for our government. So that's where the Twin Towers and the flat Earth have an intersection.
But aren't some of these things, like the globe is not a government? Like, I don't think the world is round because of government.
Well, first off, the government sent people to outer space. The government faked the moon landing. The government built the satellites and sent them up so we could photograph the Earth from space so that you could see it was round. There's a connection there.
Oh.
Those are the through lines.
But here's the thing, because most people would think that these are obvious, simple constructs. Yet now that I know Jeremy, he's incredibly bright. He's incredibly talented. He is so the two things, like, it sounds silly. Some of these thoughts sound silly, but from a bright person.
Where's Jeremy on vaccines, on COVID vaccines?
Where do you think? Where do you think?
I know where he's at. What, you want to know? But
I offered him $50,000 cash. He said no.
Everyone is saying, get the vaccine, get back to normal. Jeremy is saying, not so fast. He said he's a flat earther. I knew where he was on vaccines and the Twin Towers, right?
And space.
Right. So there's patterns to people, and that's what you're seeing.
But he probably thinks the same thing of us.
Yeah, I'm sure he does.
And not everybody can be a robot polisher.
What is the Earth being flat have to do with no Jews in either one of the towers on 9/11 and our own federal government being responsible for wiring those buildings to take them down to the ground?